Both rabbits and hares are members of the Leporidae family and have comparable morphologies with long ears and powerful hind legs designed for jumping. Since they are herbivores, their main source of food are leaves, grasses, and other plants, though they are sometimes mistaken for one another because of the resemblance. Rabbits and hares are two interesting animals that occupy different ecological niches and have distinctive adaptations. Thus, how is it physically possible to tell which is a rabbit or a hare? Now let's delve into the matter and talk about bunnies. The two families that make up the order Lagomorpha, which contains hares and rabbits, are Leporidae and Ochotonidae, which have pikas. These families have roughly 12 genera, each of which contains a variety of species that have evolved to fill particular ecological niches. As members of the Leporidae family, rabbits have a profound effect on the animal kingdom in terms of ecology, evolution, and the human relations. Additionally, a variety of predators depend on rabbits as a vital prey species because of their high reproductive rate, which is demonstrated by several litters per year. Carnivores like foxes, hawks, and snakes are guaranteed a consistent source of food. As members of the Lepus genus, hares have a vast and varied role in the animal kingdom also. These animals, which resemble rabbits and are sometimes confused for them, are essential to their environment. They affect plant and predator groups, contributing to a variety of ecological processes and have an impact on biodiversity. Gaining knowledge about the function of hares can help one appreciate the ecological importance and the harmony of the natural world. Despite their importance, hares are threatened by human activity, habitat loss, and the climate change. As a result, conservation measures are needed to save hares populations and the ecosystems. There are about 30 known species of rabbit as per the latest recent classifications. The Leporidae family comprises multiple genera that contain these species. They belong to the group of wild species, which includes genera like Ornitholagus, having the wild European rabbit Civilagus, which are cottontails, and Lepus, which are hares. A subspecies of the European rabbit, Ornitholagus cuniculus, a domestic rabbit, have been deliberately bred for a range of characteristics. What are the primary distinctions between hares and rabbits then? These variations cover a wide range of topics such as behavior, habitat, preferences, morphological traits, and reproductive techniques. Rabbits often have a more compact body type with shorter legs and a shorter tail. This body plan is suited for a life primarily lived in burrows, where it is useful to be agile and able to maneuver through small places. In contrast, hares typically have a larger tail and a more elongated body with longer, stronger hind legs. In terms of appearance, rabbits often have ears that are shorter than those of hares. Although the ears are still quite large, their size and form are more adapted to spotting predators in a smaller space, such as a burrow. Characterized by long upright ears that in certain species can reach a length of 10 inches, hares' big ears aid in thermoregulation and improve their capacity to hear distant sounds and potential predators on the open terrain. Although the hair of rabbit is frequently altered to fit their particular environment, several species exhibit year-round uniformity in color. The European rabbit, for instance, is distinguished by its distinctive white tail and reddish coat. However, the color of the fur varies with the season in many hare species. For example, the fur of the Arctic hare changes color from white in the winter to match the snow to brown or gray in the summer to match the summer vegetation. In addition, rabbits dwell in intricate burrows network called warrens and have a tendency to be more gregarious. These mazes facilitate both social engagement and safety for people. In rabbits, social activities including grooming and a group alertness are typical. Hares tend to live in loose partnerships or are more solitary. Instead of building complex burrow systems, they build straightforward ground nests known as forms. Rather than building a social defense mechanism, their solitary existence is fitted to their quick escape techniques. Considering the ways in which hares and rabbits reproduce, it can be observed that rabbits usually have a long breeding season and have multiple litters per year. The young need constant care for their parents as they are born hairless and blind. They have a different reproductive technique than hares. Their young, known as leverets, may hop about soon after birth and are born with their eyes open and completely furred. Compared to rabbits, hares have shorter breeding season and require less post-birth care from their parents. Rabbits have a mostly crepuscular activity pattern, which means that the morning and evening are when they are most active. The desire to stay away from predators and the day's temperature fluctuations are the main drivers of this activity pattern. Conversely, hares are more active during the day and at night because of the crepuscular nature, which enables them to take advantage of low light conditions to forage for food while lowering the risk of predation. Their varying activity patterns are a reflection of how they are adapted to various settings and predator stresses. Rabbits are strict herbivores. They eat mostly grasses, leaves, and sensitive shoots. Their eating patterns are based on this diet. Their eating patterns have evolved to fit their social structure and surroundings. In contrast, hares eat plant material. Their diets differ more dramatically depending on the season and the region in which they live. More types of vegetation such as shrubs, barks, and woody plants are consumed by hares, particularly in the winter when there may be fewer other food sources. Recognizing these distinctions helps to emphasize the two species' different evolutionary histories as well as the unique adaptations that have allowed them to flourish in their various ecological niches. Every species contributes to the biodiversity and the harmony of natural habitats in a different way within its ecosystem. Humans and rabbits have a complex interaction that is based on practical and cultural factors. Rabbits have been tamed and raised historically for a variety of uses, including food, fur, and company. Their domestication began in the Middle Ages when they were first raised for meat production in confined spaces called warrens. Their economic significance in historical context is shown in the garments made from their fur, since they require less upkeep than other companion animals and have a mild disposition. Rabbits have grown in popularity as pets in the contemporary era. Pet rabbits need special care to maintain their health and well-being, including appropriate housing, food, veterinary care. Rabbits are culturally significant symbols in many different countries. They play a significant role in popular culture, mythology, and folklore. For instance, the eastern bunny, representing the rabbit's capacity for reproduction, represents fertility and rejuvenation in Western customs. As domestic rabbits, they can live up to 15 years or longer with the right care, but as wild animals, their lifespan varies from 1 to 3 or 8 to 12 years. Hares, on the other hand, can live from 3 to 5 years. And that concludes this chapter. You can support for free by sharing our content to a wider audience. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification icon. Stay tuned. See you in the next video.